Karen, and we're here for our Tuesday Maariv service. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is well. If you're in the eye of this storm, please be safe. Take your precautions. Don't stay home and wait. And we're ready to begin our Maariv service. I also want to wish everybody a Lishana Tova, a happy and a healthy new year. So we're going to begin our Maariv service. We have Dr. Susan with us and Ellen. We are also on Facebook. You could type to us there. We're on Facebook on UJUC, JSLI, Sim Shalom, Rabbi Stephen Blaine's page. We're on YouTube and we are on simshalom.com. So you can't miss us. We're all over the place. Hi, Ellen. Good to see you this evening. Lishana Tova. So let's begin our service. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. And now our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Well, here in Florida, I can't tell if it's twilight because we're having a tropical storm. So let's just say it is twilight. And this is Adonai's physical miracle of separating light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach sha'arim, u'vitbuna mishaneh etim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et kochavim b'mishmoroteim barakia kirtzono. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times. Vary the seasons and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Creator of day and night, who rolls light away from darkness and darkness from light. You cause day to pass and bring about night, distinguishing between day and night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mibnei choshek v'choshek mibnei or. Uma'avir yom u'mevi layla, uma'avdil ben yom u'vein layla, Adonai tzavaot shemo. El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Li'olam Va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Listen to you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer that we don't ask, but a prayer that we state our creed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. I don't know if you heard Rabbi Blaine this morning, but he said it's traditional not to say the second line of the Shema, but it's said very quietly. But the Reforms say it aloud. So it took me quite a while to get used to that when we joined the Reform Shul. And you shall love. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. All right, let's take a pause for a moment. Let's see who we have in the gallery waiting to say hello. Barbara, Lishana Tova to you. Dee, thank you for the good wishes for protection. Anybody here isn't aware, I live in Florida. So we're in this area that we're only going to get a tropical storm. Isn't that great? It's only going to be a tropical storm. But that's okay. That works for me. All right. And speaking of miracles, as Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea. By the way, is this coming up for the people in Zoom? Give me a thumbs up. Can you see it? Okay, thank you. Mi chamocha b'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ratihilo tosef eleh. Who is like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you? Majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders. Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried out. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We are joined by Sephora. And Sephora, I'd like to know, I heard you were at Rabbi Blaine's services. So tell me, how was it?
I ended up with my arthritis. I ended up not taking the train down, but I did go to the online services.
Okay, you were at the online.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just glad you got there.
Yeah.
I have for a couple of years wanted to fly up and go, and COVID hit. And I don't want to be in a closed area yet. I don't want to be on a plane yet. So
yeah, I wasn't even sure if there was going to be Maariv tonight. Like, I got a text from Rabbi Steve saying that there was like a hurricane down there. You're in a hurricane.
Oh, well, turn on the Weather Channel. We have a category. We have a category 4 hurricane that's aiming toward the West Coast. I'm on the Southeast coast. So we just have prediction of tropical winds and heavy rain. We've had rain all day today, but we brought all the plants in and put the car in the garage, and we're not even closing the shutters because it's not going to be that bad. Just anything that could easily blow around. So, yes, we are having a hurricane. Okay, let's go back to services. Thank you for asking. Chashivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom ve'achamidenu malkeinu l'chaim ufrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Eternal One, our God, cause us to lie down in peace and raise us up to life, our sovereign. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us from your name's sake, for your name's sake. Shield us and remove from our path all hostility, disease, war, famine, and sorrow. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you are a protecting and saving power, truly a sovereign power, gracious and compassionate are you. Guard our going and our coming in life and in peace now and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai haporeh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel and over Jerusalem. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba v'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agala ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yimaru amen. Yesh me rabo mevorach, li'olam li'om maya yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yipar v'yiroman v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalab, shemei dekudasha b'richu, le'lam mikol b'chata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiram bialma v'yimaru amen. Just going to pause it for a moment. I want to see if anybody is in our chat room. Sharon, I'm glad you could join us. Thank you for all your prayers, and a Lishana Tova to you. My pal Sue Marie Bowers is about to sign in, and we're going to see if she's Sue. Are you in the path? You are in the path with the new path by Orlando. You're on mute.
It'll probably go right over us. We're in Lakeland, Central Florida. Camp
Okay.
is already, the mayor said, is not the time to stay. So they're all bunkering out. Of course,
Okay.
they're more on the coast. We're in the central area. But Polk County, we're setting up shelters for people coming in. So I think if we get anything, it might be maybe a 1.
Okay, that's what I saw. It's going to be the tropical winds or a 1 by the time it gets to Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting the live update of the hurricane.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse is saved.
Okay, let's go back to our screen.
Yep.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Yimotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Yimaot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem L'man Shemo Ba'ahava. Melech Ozeru Moshiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Abraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Adonai, you make promises to our ancestors. Please remember their mishpocha. We're all family. Please keep your promises to us, to them, that we may have a future with you as we worship you, Adonai. Atagi boli elam Adonai, Michaye hakol atarav lahoshia, Michakel chayim bechesed, Michaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim berofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Kayem emunato, Lishene afar, Micha mocha bal gevuro, Umido melach, Melech memid, Chayem, Matzmiach Yeshua, B'nemanata lahayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. I sort of remember hearing Rabbi Steve this morning talk about that the Orthodox and the Conservatives said, Mechaye Meitim. In other words, gives life to the dead, resurrection. The Reforms say, Mechaye HaKol, gives life to all. Folks, whatever floats your boat, whichever way it goes for you, well, we do have both. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Ve'alech. This is the season for new beginnings, looking back at the past, changing what needs to be changed, reflect on our actions, and look towards our future. Parsha Ve'alech does just that. Moses tells the people that at 120 years old, he will not be going into the promised land. He lays his hands on Joshua, passes leadership to Joshua, and finishes the Torah. This made me think of our lives and how his reflection of his life is similar to what we do during the Yamim Noraim. Now that Rosh Hashanah is over, we're in the days of awe, of self-reflection. We look back, perhaps it's only the 1 year, or we look back on a lifetime, to reflect on who we are, what we've done, what we should have done, and strive to make improvement in our lives and in our relationships with people. Moses did this toward the end of his life. We do it yearly, or hopefully more often if needed. Moses prepares for his death. We prepare each year for a better life. The passing of leadership without assassination, without violence, without riots, but with acceptance. I think back in history to all the kings that used to kill their family so that they were paranoid that the family was going to take over, or a family member would try to take over and assassinate the kings. Just leadership was passed on by the touching of Moses's hands. Even Moses faced challenges in his leadership as they went through the Exodus. Now he lays his hands on Joshua. He tells Joshua and the people that Joshua had Adonai's blessing, and Joshua prepares to lead the people into the Holy Land, a lesson to be learned. I think of my father, age 94, as he basically passes the mantle of leadership to the next generation. We're prepared to do the same to our generation. Perhaps a family business from one generation to the next. We always hope that this will be a conflict-free transition. Rabbi Blaine, when he conferred smicha on the future rabbis, laid his hand on our shoulders, as Moses had done to Joshua, and passed leadership on, although he wasn't giving up his own leadership. We learned, we passed, and smicha was obtained. I found the similarities to what we do, but to ourselves during this time of year. We take our weaknesses, we go forward, pass down the mantle to ourselves, not to others. Each year we leave our old person and establish a new one, as Moses prepared to have his life end, but the people will continue with the new leadership. We are new, having learned from our past for our actions. May we have a Lishana Tova Umtuka. May you have an easy fast. May you be inscribed in the book of life, and may you emerge as a newer, better self this year. I miss Ellen Rose going, Yasher Koach, Rabbi, because she's not with us this evening. And now let's take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and our mind. Okay, I lost half of my prayer. Well, I know it anyway. So now we'll sing, O say shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. I have no idea where the prayer went. This whole piece is missing, but it's fine. We knew the song. And now our prayer for healing. So please type in the names. What is going on with my computer? Okay, now there it is. But anyway, let's go to the prayer for healing. And I'll go into Restream. And if anybody has any names, I want to begin with Sid and Joyce Becker, Katie and Luna Marcello, Timothy Paul Taylor, Dorothy Mark, Marlene Jean Mary. Okay, Beth is on, Dad Menashe Ben Menachem, Batya Malka Bat Perochaya, Eileen King. Prayers for the people on the West Coast. Ivy Stewart, David with cancer. Okay, and prayers of healing for the relationship with Mom. Everyone, it seems Shalom. Let me add Seal's daughter, Robin, Georgette, Sharon, Steve, Daniel Meyerowitz family, George, Ellen, Marvin, Dr. Susan, all who need healing, Alice Quinton, Bob Martin, Heather Husak, and Dr. Sue. Dr. Sue, you got a lot of people. And my cousin Debbie, who now has COVID, or is just getting over it. Robin and Tony, I think that is. Okay, let's go back to our Mishe Beirach Avotenu V'chol habracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu V'chol habracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'goralenu kehol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, Malchei Hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'ne'eman v'haya Adonai, L'melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died in this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us, our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yit gadal v'yit gadah shemei rabbah, v'yalama divrach yerutei v'yamlich malhutei, v'chayichon uv'yomeichon, Uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagalav Izman Kariv Yimru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Li'olam Olnei Amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yiroman v'yinaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal. Shmei d'Gudusha B'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiram v'yalma v'yimru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chayim olenu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrumav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimu amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us here. Do we light candles tonight? No, it's not Shabbat, and the holiday is over. Rosh Hashanah is over. So we don't light candles. The next one would be Friday night. So again, thank you all for being here. Be safe, especially my Florida friend here and all those who are in the storm's path. But have a wonderful week, a safe week, a healthy week, and see you all soon. Dr. Sue, be well. Heal quickly.
Tova.
Be well. Lishana Tova, everybody. Take care.